our question. Problem and solution and reliance on computers by children. Okay, so we've started. In recent times, electronic devices. Now, look at this, Nikki. Devices. When you have a plural subject, what will you write here? Will you write has or have?
Device.
Devices
Device है.
have आएगा क्योंकि
Okay.
when you have plural you will use have या फिर are, right? When you have singular subject you will use has या फिर is, right? So devices have been नहीं electronic devices have been taken place of face to face teaching system. ठीक है. Consequences of this process can be adverse in the coming times. ठीक है. Although awareness of bad effects of this is apparent में ई आएगा, apparent के बाद कॉमा but नहीं आएगा because आपने although से ही start किया है, so there is no need to put a but over here. So although awareness of bad effects of this is apparent, people, कभी भी peoples नहीं बोलेंगे, people are not getting aware of it. So आपने solution की बात नहीं करी ना, इसमें solution भी तो बताना है. Does a solution question में था already, so we can't say that. We can say does an approach to mitigate these effects is highly recommended. ठीक है. So आपने कहा कि मैं solution भी बताऊंगी. Basically this an approach to mitigate मतलब इनको solve करना, इन problems को ठीक करना is highly recommended. ठीक है. अब आप आए body para 1. Computers generally play. अब देखो ये है एक और subject verb agreement का rule and that is when you have a singular subject, जब आपका subject singular होगा then you will have a verb with s or es. For example, computer plays an important role. ठीक है. But if your subject is plural, then there will be no s or es in the subject. For example, computers play an important role. ठीक है. तो ये हमें ध्यान रखना है. This is a very major and very common mistake that a lot of students make. So computers play a key role in the current era, okay? But in my opinion, there are a lot of bad impacts, okay? There are आपने बोल दिया, which बोलोगे आप, which can be seen in future, okay? People are being self-limited. What do we mean by that? Self-limited की जगह हम बोल सकते हैं self-dependent. Do you want to say this or do you want to say something else? Self-dependent, self-limited. What do you want to say?
Self-dependent.
Self-dependent. Okay, self-dependent by using systems. I think what you want to say is they are overly dependent on systems. Because ये problem है. But आपको reason बताने थे, problem बताने थे. Let me see. Problems. ठीक है. Overly dependent होगा. Overly dependent हो जाते हैं लोग on systems. ठीक है. मतलब उनको और कुछ आता ही नहीं है system use करने के अलावा. They are not interacting with other people. People is already plural, so we don't need to write an S with people. Eventually, put a comma after that. there. Now this there is not the right spelling that we should be using. We should use THERE वाला there, right? Because ये there क्या है? ये possessive pronoun है, possessive adjective है. There, उनका, ठीक है? ये वाला हमें यूज करना है. So there could be a drawback of confidence, confidence in speaking publicly. यहाँ पर आप publicly लिख लो. So उनको एक ड्रॉबैक ये है कि वो पब्लिकली नहीं बोल सकते. और एनी ग्रुप डिस्कशन, ग्रुप डिस्कशन का जी जो है दैट विल बी अ स्मॉल जी. ग्रुप डिस्कशन एक्टिविटीज. ऑन द अदर हैंड वन कैन नॉट बी सो सेल्फ एफिशिएंट to face interviews also. I would not recommend you to write this contrasting view in this para. But what I would also suggest to you is write a proper example. An example is missing in your answer because this looks like a little small paragraph in order to make it a proper 250 words essay. So what you can say is you can give an example that people who use too much of social media or too much of computer dependent they are not able to face real people in real life. So it is commonly observed um, in um, in in many YouTube videos or in many YouTube shorts or Instagram reels that people have a kind of a different personality when they are seen on camera, and they have a completely introverted self when they are seen in a public place, right? So there is a stark difference between these two types of personalities, right? So this is a result of people being overly dependent on systems. ठीक है. So a real example is required. And now this para.
Sorry to interfere. I wanted to ask, don't we have to give an example that is directly related to computer? Because like Instagram reels and all
Yeah. It would be better if you give an example of dependence on computers. Like you can also say that the creativity gets hampered of the children. And also, well, I think you've rightly pointed out, because it is not about the people, it is about children, it is about students. The question is not about people in general. We have to be very specific. तो people का नहीं, हमें students की बात करनी है, school children की बात करनी है, scholars की बात करनी है, right? ठीक है. Now in addition, by using more and more computers, health issues can occur more. Impact on eyes, sitting in one place, continuous, what is this, talking?
Listen.
What is that?
मैम स्टॉप करना, लगातार किसी एक चीज को ऑब्जर्व करना.
No, I think stalking is something called, following somebody secretively. Stalking is not the right word.
Okay.
Right? वो stalk करना हो जाता है ना, कोई किसी को follow कर रहा है बिना बताए, right?
Yes,
So you can say maybe constantly looking at the computer screen or constant screen exposure, right, can harm in such a manner that could lead to further medical problems. ठीक है. I would suggest you to put in your ideas in a single para only, क्योंकि ये बहुत छोटा पैरा लग रहा है और फिर इसके कारण आपको एक और बहुत सारे पैराग्राफ्स हो जाएंगे, 2 प्रॉब्लम के पैरा, 2 सॉल्यूशन के पैरा. सो इट वुड बी अ वेरी लॉन्ग, too many paragraphs essay. Now if we talk about reducing this problem, if we talk about कि बात 2 नहीं आएगा. If we talk about reducing this problem, first of all, compulsory projects should be assigned. प्रोजेक्ट को हम असाइन करेंगे, है ना, स्टूडेंट्स को. सो रॉन्ग कोलोकेशन यू हैव यूज्ड, है ना, इसे ही बोलते हैं कोलोकेशन. कि प्रोजेक्ट को हम क्या कहेंगे, प्रोजेक्ट को हम इम्पैक्ट करेंगे या प्रोजेक्ट को हम असाइन करेंगे बच्चों को. प्रोजेक्ट शुड बी असाइंड, राइट, in colleges and schools by doing presentations in front of everyone, comma, confidence will also develop, will also be developed लिखो या तो फिर आप, या फिर will also develop, ठीक है, and computer study will be reduced. जब आप बी लगाओगे तो इसको आप पैसिव वॉइस में कन्वर्ट करोगे. सो फॉर पैसिव वॉइस यू हैव टू यूज द थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. बी के साथ आप वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म यूज करोगे, विल बी एंड देन वर्ब थर्ड फॉर्म. Secondly, put a comma. Meet up for studies should be done. Fair enough. Idea sharing. Idea sharing will not only increase knowledge but also increase के साथ increase आ गया, but also lead to exchange of study material. ठीक है, स्टडी मटेरियल, बस. ठीक, तो क्या ध्यान रखना है मेन आपको, you should only focus at the moment on subject verb agreement. This is the major error that you are constantly making. Second thing is, when you have some like-minded ideas, put them in a single paragraph. That is all. Other than that, your ideas are coming fine.